Well, our business, we wash windows year round, and 80% of the new clients we get in the spring. And I really wanted to expand my business this year. And this winter, I came across a guy who was just a rocking worker. And so in order to secure my relationship with him, I brought him on way earlier than I wanted to in the wintertime and just gave him all my work so that I could put 100% of my time, money, and energy into just sort of polishing up my website, developing it, keeping it really updated, blogging. And just my goal was to dominate, it's a small local window cleaning industry. So to dominate that on the web. So I put all my time and energy into my web presence and making my site look gorgeous and being very functional. Yeah. And so we were just kind of getting the kinks worked out right as spring came around the corner. And the first week of spring, right when I'm at the bottom of my barrel of my savings, just kind of keeping this guy going and expecting things to just blow up, my site got hacked.
Like that.
So you type in my website, you used to go to Google, you type in window cleaning Santa Cruz, and I was #1 on the organic search, as well as on the first page 4 different places. Now, I wasn't there at all. And if you just typed in my domain directly, it said, if you go to this site, there's a big warning sign, it's malware and it's going to harm your computer. And it was just blank. And it used to be it's a gorgeous web page with this beautiful house, and yeah, it was quite an eyesore. So I thought, no big deal. Like maybe the host is down. Maybe they're like reformatting their hosting or something. I don't know. So I called Bluehost. Say, hey, what's up, guys? Are you guys doing something, to the site? And they punch some buttons and they say, no, your site has been hacked. And I say, oh, okay, so, how long will it take you to fix it? and they say, well, we don't do that. That's up to you.
Surprise, it's your responsibility, right? Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So this was definitely a first time for me. And I've always been really lackadaisical about security and security strength passwords. And I just was always like, yeah, whatever. Like, I'm small time. Who's going to mess with me? I'm never worried about it. So I asked them what to do. They give me a number of a guy to call. It was recommended by Bluehost. So I call him, and he calls me right back. And I ended up paying him $120 to fix my site. And he said it would be fixed in a few days. And then a week went by, still wasn't fixed. 2 weeks went by, and it still wasn't fixed. And he kept saying it would be fixed. And then finally, must have been 8 weeks. And a lot of that... A lot of that is my fault. I'm just kind of like pretending it's not happening and realizing the phone's not ringing. Our numbers are suffering drastically. I got to the point where I had to have a talk with my new employee and be like, hey man, we're just not, the competition. I heard the competition that month set a record for the month. They did like $35,000 worth of work that month where we didn't get one phone call. I ended up letting him go. I just, I was like, I don't have the resources to run a marketing campaign and just to pay for both of us. And it was like trying to take a step forward, and it just got slammed, and now I'm back to where I was.
You can talk about what happened. But
yeah, I called up Chris, and within 4 hours, it was fixed. And, Chris, it's really funny. I was kind of, honestly, dude, getting like depressed and even thinking maybe I should just quit this business and get another job, do something else entirely, and it's kind of funny just to be like, it was that much of a desperate moment, and I always thought whatever I put online was safe. It's kind of like it's in the cloud. Oh, it's online. It's my hosting company has it. It's not on my hard drive. Therefore, it's all good. I really worry about my hard drive because I've crashed hard drives before. But yeah, I figured, it's on my hosting account. It's in Bluehost and it's totally safe and nothing can happen to it. And that was just a huge eye opener. And then the fact that we got it back, dude, it just like, I was like, it just gave me so much hope, and it was so good to see my site again. And I'm right back to where I was. I can't even believe it. I'm also, I don't know if you scrolled down, but I'm on the page again 3 other times where I was before. Nice. So it's exactly how it was before. So that was just, I was just amazed when I went through the site, and the fact that you were able to recover every jot and tittle was kind of a miracle. Absolutely. I mean, with technology and the way things are changing so fast, and there's definitely these extra measures and steps that we just are neglecting or forgetting about. My entire business, even though it's a service industry business, I come to your house physically. Other than that, my business is online. I mean, a low number would be 5 to 6 new clients a week. My average client's worth about $250. They go twice a year. The average client's worth $500 for me that year. So, 6 times 500. So like $3,000 a week times 8 weeks, just the fact that we don't haven't like done our due diligence and sort of just strengthen the foundation for that. Your service, Chris, is just crucial. You know, I mean, to realize the volatility of it, like how vulnerable it really was is kind of crazy.